Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Hello, and welcome to Talladega here with the Inspired Racing League. Greg Tilson up in the booth. Looks like we're starting off here at Talladega with our preseason race number 1 here. Drivers getting a few laps here in practice, last few minutes of practice here. Take a look at that race info here tonight. Inspired Racing League with the Platinum Truck Series here for round 1 of the preseason opener at Talladega. 2.5 mile racetrack around here at Talladega. 33 degrees of banking in the corners. Gonna be one heck of a race here tonight. Using the legacy trucks here in this season opener. Shaking things up a little bit. Of course, I do believe that regular season will be with the regular trucks, but shaking it up a little bit here for this first preseason race here at Talladega. Going with those legacy trucks. As you see, that number 3 of Peyton Boyle waiting for a few other cars, to join them as that little draft pack passes us there. These drivers getting their last few minutes of practice. Just want to give a big thank you to all our sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you to Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. Want to give a big thank you to all the sponsors and partners at Inspired Racing League and the Platinum Truck Series. Thank you, Inspired Marketing LLC and Raging Idiot Racing Network. Thank you to all the partners and sponsors that make it happen here at Inspired Racing League for the Platinum Truck Series, and everybody that helps us out here at Fearless Broadcasting. Exciting night here at Talladega. These cars not going to be bump drafting much here tonight. I don't know if you guys know too much about these legacy trucks here. Quite a bit of a wedge nose, as you see on that front end. Quite a bit of drafting here, but you got to be super, super careful with the bumps in these legacy trucks. You do have a tendency to get up under that rear bed area of the truck in front of you when you're trying to give them a big old push, trying to get them out front. Unfortunately, that wedge nose of these legacy trucks tend to just go right under that bed, lift the rear tires, and spin out that lead car getting the push. Hopefully, these drivers able to avoid that here tonight once we go green flag racing. Big thank you out there, Emma in the chat. Harvick to win out there in the chat. Teresa, thank you all for stopping by. Big thank you to all of you here live with us. Anybody checking us out back on the recorded video, big thank you. Big shout out to this number 13 as we're taking a look at him, Travis Farmer. Last season, season 1's champion here in that number 13. Congratulations to him. That number 13, Travis Farmer, season 1 champion here. Looking to make it 2 in a row, I'm sure. Let's pop up our tower and see what practice times are looking like this last minute here. Up on top, Travis Farmer, Matt Sidars, Daniel Lehman, Peyton Boyle, Joseph Maddox, Trent Green, Eli Fisher, Rob Willite, Sean Hamilton, and Pacey Wiggin, rounding out our top 10 here in practice. About 1 more minute left. These drivers gonna start trying to get down some qualifying laps. Excited to get this thing rolling here tonight. Once again, Greg Thielsen up in the booth, Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you for stopping by here live with us or checking us back out on the video. Before we get going, I'm going to jump to a quick side-by-side ad break. New here for Inspired Racing League. Tried it out with a few of my other leagues. Let's jump over to some ads real quick.
Premier Racing Setups is the
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop for real quick, cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's going to get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
I knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
here live at Talladega. Preseason about to kick off. Qualifying just out starting here. Drop our tower down these times. About to start ticking in here at any moment. Take a look at that number 6, Levi Ramsey, in that Chevrolet. All Chevrolets out here tonight. No Fords, no Toyotas, no Dodges. Unfortunately, these legacy trucks only coming available in the Chevrolet, but I'm a bow tie till I die, man. I don't know about all you fans and watchers, but makes my little Chevrolet fan heart happy. Seeing all these Chevrolets out here tonight. Sorry if you're not a Chevy fan. Maybe we'll get you next time. That's okay. As we see these times start rolling in here, Matt Sidar's up front, currently on that provisional pole. Is this Nate second place dog? I hope not. He's looking for first place, ain't he? Josh Henderson sitting in that second spot provisionally in that 17 Excite machine. Throwback to an old Ford scheme there. Probably a Ford fan on that one. What do you say? I'm going to say yes. David Moronsky jumping up to that top spot. Provisional pole. Bobby Hadaway to 6th. Thomas Hernandez jumping to that second spot. Jason Williams up to 3rd. Ethan Farless up to that 4th spot. Fearless Broadcasting sponsored Chevrolet right there. All right, let's jump up a little. Top 10 so far. David Moransky, Thomas Hernandez, Jason Williams, Ethan Farless, Matt Sidars, Josh Henderson, Levi Ramsey, Daniel Lehman, Hayden Williams, and Bobby Hadaway are top 10 right now. Go ahead, advance that one more. Sitting in 11th, Sean Hamilton. Bobby Holloman sitting in 12th. John Manning, Joseph Maddox, Travis Farmer, Derek Weston, Chase Glover, Eli Fisher, Pacey Widgeon, Rob Willite. Quite a few cars out here tonight. Gotta love it. Peyton Boyle yet to make his run. Trent Green yet to make his run as well. Also Scott Corbett, Aaron Stanton, Jackson Hadaway, George, I'm not even going to pronounce that one, and Chris Champalupes, Champulos. Sorry about that, George and Chris. I'm going to work on that one. That's a more difficult name to pronounce right there. As we jump into this 100-lap race here at Talladega, cars starting to grid up. Just showed you a quick little glimpse into that starting grid. Drivers lining up on that grid. Let's go ahead and show you that scrolling grid here. A little bit better idea. See their cars a little bit better. David Moransky out front. Pacey Widgeon sitting in that second spot. Great job for those boys starting off on row 1 here tonight. Thomas Hernandez and Jason Williams starting in row 2. Ethan Farless and Matt Sidars rolling off row 3, P5 and P6 there tonight. Josh Henderson and Levi Ramsey in row 4. Looks like Daniel Lehman and Hayden Williams rolling off P5, rounding out our top 10 there. Hayden Williams in that 10th position. Bobby Hadaway, Sean Hamilton in row 6. Eli Fisher and Bobby Hollyman, rolling off P13, P14, row 7 there. John Manning and Chase Glover, row 8, P15, P16. Joseph Maddox and Travis Farmer in that row 9, P17, P18 here tonight. Derek Weston and Rob Willite rolling off in that 10th row, rounding out our top 20 here tonight. Aaron Stanton and Peyton Boyle in row 21 here. Jackson Hadaway and Trent Green rolling off in row 12, P23, P24, respectively. George Champalupez and Chris Champalupez in row 13. Scott Corbett rounding out our field in row 14. That one's going to take a little getting used to for Chris and George. Somebody can type that one phonetically in chat maybe. That might help. That's going to be a tough one here today. As the field getting rolling here. Looking forward to a real exciting race here at Talladega. 100 laps. 100 laps around Talladega. Legacy Trucks. Inspired Racing League. Big thank you to Inspired Marketing LLC. Raging Idiot Racing Network. Thank you for being partners and sponsors of the Inspired Racing League. Want to give a big thank you to all the partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. Here for the Platinum Truck Series Season 2 opening pre-race here tonight. That 53, David Moransky and Pacey Widgeon in that 00, leading us off to this green flag here tonight. That 53 Skittle Cars grabbing the pole. See what he can do with it here tonight. Super excited to have you along with us. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, Fearless Broadcasting. One more lap around here. Let these drivers pace around. Get these NASCAR trucks wound up and let them loose here at Talladega. Nate says he wants to see someone put on a show. Let's see some crazy moves here. All right, Nate. We got 100 laps for some crazy moves. See how they do. Let's see some green flag racing, hard side-by-side battles. Going to be super exciting here. Let the madness begin, Harvick to win. Says down in the chat. Madness about to unfold here. Not going green. Gonna go the next time by. See it waved there on the tracker, on the tower. Gonna go this next time by here. You see that pace car lights out on the pace truck. Around one more time here. Once again, thank you to all the partners, sponsors. Thank you to you fans coming out and watching the races. Super excited to bring you the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series here this season. Teresa knows what's going on. It's Dega. Madness about to unfold here. All a part of that plate track racing everybody loves. As we see those cars fan out down the backstretch. Look for them to go green flag next time at the stripe. Once we get to that restart zone, David Moransky and Jason Williams bringing them to that green flag. Fearless is racing there, Teresa. Ethan Fearless starting off in that 6th position. Actually, I think it's the 5th position. Tower showing me the wrong details. It's okay. On that inside of that 3rd row. See what's going to happen here. Platinum Truck Series Inspired Racing League about to go green flag. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Looking forward to this 100-lap race here at Talladega. Pace truck going to be pulling down here this time. Getting ready to unleash these Platinum Truck Series drivers around Dega. Time to go shake and bake. Truck off of the track. Pace truck making its way down pit lane. David Moransky leading them into this restart zone, getting ready to go. Green flag here for the first time. Preseason about to kick off. Inspired Racing League, green flag for the first time here. Season 2 Platinum Truck Series. David Moransky out to the early lead. That 77 Thomas Hernandez early on his bumper, trying to get that early advantage on that bottom side. Quite a bit of swerving there by that 77. Probably trying to stay off that back bumper, not trying to spin David here early in the race. That outside with the run down the backstretch here. Quite a bit early, 3 wide already. That Red Bull truck down the middle. That number 1 of Hayden Williams already making a move to that middle. As we see that 00 on the outside, leading that outside lane there. That 00 Pacey Widgeon. That 77, 53, and 524 truck, Ethan Farless, Thomas Hernandez, and David Moransky on that bottom side, trying to push out, get that gap down on that bottom side, wanting just a little bit of space. Still side by side as we enter lap 2 here, down the backstretch, throughout the field, side by side racing. Can't ask for much more than that here, folks. Platinum Truck Series here at Talladega. Season 2, race 1 of the preseason, heating up here. Trucks side by side throughout the field. That number 1 on the outside, trying to get that outside moving. Little bit of energy working towards their favor on the outside here, coming down the backstretch. Ethan Farless in that 524, able to keep that bottom side up ahead there. Big push to that 77, making sure that 53 of David Moransky stays out front on that bottom. That top lane with quite a bit of energy. Great job getting together, staying close together there. That 77 pulling off. Ethan Farless able to move to that second position in that inside lane there. That upside lane able to push forward, dropping down that 40 of Jason Williams, covering that bottom side. Pacey Widgeon in that 00, still staying on that top side. Really liking that high line. That 1 car, Hayden Williams, getting on that 00's bumper, trying to help any way that he can. Take a look back out this front pack. Quite a lot of cars here battling for position. Side by side, 3 wide here for that battle for just about 10th spot. That 80 truck electing to hop back in line there. Quite a smart move, if I do say so myself. Side by side down the backstretch. These drivers showing quite a bit of patience here. Staying in the draft here at Talladega. Quite a unique skill. As we see the 61 with a big wiggle off of 4 there. 61 Sean Hamilton. Little bit of help from that orange number 48 behind him. That 48 Bobby Holliman, giving that 61 Sean Hamilton quite the push there, able to stay a hold of it. Great job by that 48. That 6 all over the back door of that 00 Pacey Widgeon. Levi Ramsey wanting to push that outside lane forward. Shuffling, shaking, and baking. You know, drafting partners, trying to find each other out here. Very important to have a teammate willing to work with you out here at Talladega early in the race. Quite a few cars in front of you, behind you. Plenty of options to move throughout the field. Somebody using their left blinker. I saw Teresa. Who was that? Left blinker, beep, beep, honk, honk. I'm coming through. No time for blinkers here at Talladega. Take a look pop out our telemetry. Almost 200 miles an hour entering turn 1 there. Quite a large group of trucks getting here. About easily 20 trucks in this main pack. 10 rows of side-by-side action here coming down the backstretch. Able to get quite a lot of momentum built out, but 189 miles an hour I saw there out the corner of my eye from that telemetry. 8,000 RPMs there through the corner. 7,900 just about. Fourth gear around this whole racetrack. Fourth gear hammer down. I don't know if these drivers lifting quite at all other than to stay off the back bumper of that driver in front of them in this draft. 3 wide as we see that 48 of Bobby Holloman looking to make that outside lane start working there. He's got some help behind him. 4 wide down the backstretch for the first time here at Talladega. 4 wide drivers electing. Does not work. The 61 in the wall and around. Caution out. Not what these drivers wanted to see here. Let's take a look back at that. The 61 coming around. If I can find that here. It's not going to show it to me, of course. No. Nope, not going to show it to me. So, that was that 61. Do think he scored wrong on the board. 61. Here we go. Let's back that thing up. See what happened here, folks. Very unfortunate for Sean Hamilton in that 61. Quite a few vehicles involved there. Sorry about that. Let's half speed it. That 61, 4 wide there, coming down, making some contact as they come down the backstretch there. Gets pushed back up by that 80 truck. Fortunately, the 00 making some hard contact with the 52. The 48 absolutely nowhere to go once that 61 found himself in the wall. Drivers, very good job trying to avoid this. Unfortunately, that mellow yellow machine, that 00 or 07, excuse me, of Trent Green, also getting involved. Late accident here, the 07 and the 17. The 15 looks like he net coated through the 17. Got really lucky there. I don't know what quite happened there between Rob Willite and Josh Henderson. Both got really lucky there. Jumping back live. See if these leaders elect to take a pit stop under this first caution here. Most of these drivers electing to take that pit stop here. Quite a few of these trucks filing their way down into pit lane here. As we see these trucks entering their stops, getting their fuel only, maybe that was pretty quick. Oh no, the 77 around on pit lane. Definitely not what the 77 wanted to see. Let's see what happened to that 77. Let's see. Nope. Did not work. This gonna work? See if we can't find it there. No. Didn't want to show it to me. Okay, that's fine. Fortunately, that 77 getting turned around in that pit incident there. Very unfortunate. Gotta love when it doesn't want to show me the incident. 61 is Hamilton. Yes, sir, that's 61, Sean Hamilton. Wreckage coming out here at Talladega Inspired Racing League. Once again, thank you to all our partners and sponsors here. Want to give a big thank you to the partners and sponsors of Inspired Racing League. Big thank you to Inspired Marketing LLC and Raging Idiot Racing Network. Thank you to all the partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, and Fearless Setup Shop. Big thank you to Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. We're here for the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series Season 2 preseason opener here at Talladega. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Ethan Farless looks like he has made his way up to that front position in that 524 machine. That Fearless Broadcasting Chevy Silverado making its way up to the front. See if he can make something happen there up front. Little bit of a race recap. 10 laps underway here so far. First caution, 3 laps under caution, 2 lead changes. Ethan Farless currently sitting up front. Pace lights are out on the pace truck. Looking to go back green flag racing once we come back to the stripe. Ethan Farless in that 524 leading us to the green. Daniel Lehman in that number 10 sitting on that outside. Quick restart top 10. John Manning, sitting in P3. Derek Weston, Hayden Williams, Jason Williams, Levi Ramsey, Jackson Hadaway, Chase Glover, and Chris in that number 81. Starting off P10 here. Excited to get back green flag racing here. Exactly, for once, Teresa, net code working in somebody's favor. We definitely caught that one. Rob Willite getting really lucky. Net coding right through Josh Henderson. You don't get lucky often, but you'll take it every time it happens, right? Every single time. Garrett in the chat saying, let's go. Ready to go back. Green flag racing here. Platinum Truck Series. Pace truck pulling off. Ethan Farless leading us to this green flag. Getting ready to enter this restart zone. Green flag about to be in the air here. Here at Talladega. Preseason season opener back green flag racing. Ethan Farless with a great jump. Out front, that 75 of Derek Weston. Quite a bit of space there. Let's see if they can connect those bumpers back. Keep that run and that energy on the bottom side. Heading into turn 1 here, side by side. For that second position, that 75 of Derek Weston and Daniel Lehman. And that number 10 on his outside. Ethan Farless out front leading this thing here in that Fearless Broadcasting machine. Take a little bit of a closer look here. That Sprite 75 all over the back bumper of Ethan Farless as we come into turn 3. That draft heating up that Fearless Motorsports machine out front tonight. To his outside, a lot of activity. That 71 John Manning right behind that number 10 of Daniel Lehman, trying to give him every single push that he can here. Got to take every bit of momentum that you can take. 3 wide, that 00 to the outside. Pacey Widgeon making it 3 wide down the back. 3 wide, just about 3 rows deep. Just about 9th back to about 15th here. Racing heating up coming into turn 3. As we watch that third lane momentum building as they exit turn 4 here. Fortunately, quite a bit of blinking from that drafting car in that second position. on that outside, and danger. The 40 spins the 524. Ethan Farless in the wall. The 17 also included. Ethan sitting coming to a stop there. Let's take a look back at that one. Not what we wanted to see for that 524. Ethan Farless, what happened? Fortunately, that 40 coming around off of the nose of that 80 truck, meeting that 524. Mayhem ensues. The 00 involved as well. The 17 also gathered up on that one. Let's take a look back one more time. I want to watch that 00 a little bit. He took one ride. Wow, what a ride this man took. Oh, 50-50 the wall. Not what you want to see in that 00. Pacey Widgeon. Very unfortunate. Second caution out here tonight for the Inspired Racing League and the Platinum Truck Series with their legacy trucks here at Talladega, round 1 of the preseason. We are going to run to a quick ad break. We will be right back live with some green flag racing here at Talladega. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, Fearless Broadcasting. Let's go side by side.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, people stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
We are back live here with the Platinum Truck Series Inspired Racing League here at Talladega for their preseason race number 1. Still under caution here for our second caution. Looking to go back green flag racing next time by those lights on the pace truck coming out. Those trucks double filing it up. Getting ready to go. Back green flag racing here at Talladega. Who's ready to see some side-by-side Talladega draft action here? No, I'm excited. Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Fearless Broadcasting. I want to give one more big thank you to those partners and sponsors that make this all possible. And for Inspired Racing League, thank you, Inspired Marketing LLC and Raging Idiot Racing Network. Thank you guys for everything you do for Inspired Racing League. bringing this great racing here to us. And want to give a big thank you to everyone who helps here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you, Fearless Broadcasting, for having me up here in the booth. Thank you, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. Really excited for this Season 2 of the Platinum Truck Series. If this preseason race here at Talladega, any example of the season to come, look forward to an exciting season. Absolutely action-packed from start to finish. Really excited to be here with the Inspired Racing League. What a group of race car drivers. What a group of fans. Thank you all for being here. Glad you can join me here. Ready to watch that pace truck peel out here. Field about to go back. A green flag. That number 10, Daniel Lehman, leading us off on this green flag. John Manning to his outside. Chris in that number 28. Chris C. Derek Weston. Hayden Williams all in the top 5 looking for that top spot. Coming to that restart zone. And green flag is out here at Talladega. Daniel Lehman in that 10 with a great jump on the inside. What a jump. Little bit of room there. I don't like that here at Talladega. Don't think they're up to speed enough. Not going to hurt them too bad. Side by side as we go into turn 1 here. Green flag, lap 16. As they come down the back, still side by side. A few cars electing to make it 3 wide there. Looks like they think better of it. That Caterpillar truck still thinking that looks like a good idea. That Caterpillar truck to the outside. 3 wide in turn 3. Little bit of damage on that 75 of Derek Weston. That Sprite machine, that green Sprite ride. 3 wide out front. That 75 to the outside, the 6, the 81, the 53, all packed up here tight for this lead position. What a great job by these drivers. Those 2 Sprite cars, the number 6 and the number 75 side by side there momentarily. Still 3 wide action here. What exciting racing here. Action from the front to the back. I'm going to drop the tower. This action is just too good not to watch a little closer. 3 wide, that 6 through the middle. That number 80 on the outside. Trying to make his way through. That number 6, Levi Ramsey, through the middle still. Pushing that number 71, John Manning, out front there. Trying to take the lead in that middle lane. That number 80 on the outside. Finally getting some help in that Granger. Number 80, that 524, Ethan Farless. Jumping to that outside lane. He wants to see himself back out front. Emma says every time she sees the pace truck, she's over there laughing hard. Definitely not laughing. I know these drivers a little bit sore after a few of these hits they're taking. Big hits here at Talladega. Drop our telemetry down one more time. Almost 200 miles an hour. These legacy trucks around here at Talladega. 3 wide action still here. Lap 19. 185 as we enter turn 1. 3 wide action all the way around this 2.5 mile racetrack of Talladega. For the fans that don't know at home, 33 degrees of banking here in the corners 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 33 degrees of banking. I have had the opportunity to attempt to walk up these banks here at Talladega. Wow, what a steep banking here. Also, got the chance to do that 31 degrees banking out there at Daytona, Daytona Daytona 31 degrees. Talladega 79 around the 48. Wow.
There will be a caution.
Caution coming out that 48 Bobby Holloman car coming around. Let's take it back. See what happened here. That 52 car. I think that was back in the pack after it. Yeah, nope. We want to see the 79 finding himself in that 48. Down pit road, maybe a speeding penalty. The 79 hard contact through that inside wall. Wow. That 13 Travis Farmer splitting that seam there. The 52 not getting as lucky, making hard contact with that 48, that 79. Wow. Not what you're wanting to see here. Quite a few more good cars, well, good trucks getting involved in that accident there. Not what we wanted to see. As the leader, that 53 David Moransky catching back up with the pace car here. Give you a quick top 10 breakdown once more. Looks like most of these guys coming off a pit road from pit stops here. David Moransky going to be leading this field back to the green flag after this third caution. John Manning to his outside. Daniel Lehman, Chris C. and Levi Ramsey, Hayden Williams, Jackson Hadaway, Ethan Farless, Derek Weston, and Chase Glover all in our top 10. Tried to make it short. Cut to the pits, I guess. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a short caution here. Light's going to be coming out next time by. Third caution for that 79, George C. getting involved. That 17 also involved in that one. 48, Bobby Holloman also involved. Quite a few great trucks out front getting involved there. Not what we want to see. Surprised the Jet Dryer wasn't there, Harvick fan in the chat. Really glad the Jet Dryer wasn't out there. But I don't think we have any Juan Pablo Montoyas. So I think we might have been okay. We might have been alright as we see these trucks head down to pit road. No, I don't think they did make those pit stops before. Now coming down pit road. These Platinum Truck Series drivers getting some work done to their legacy trucks. Yeah, Emma and Teresa, I don't think we would have wanted to see that. I would have had to put a little bit 20-second delay on the stream. We wouldn't want to broadcast that. Don't want to see any jet dryers harmed in this broadcast tonight. No jet dryers harmed. Not on my watch, okay? Not on my watch. Great to see you guys here with us at Fearless Broadcasting. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Thank you for stopping by and checking us out here live with Inspired Racing League and their Platinum Truck Series round 1 of the preseason here at Talladega. Super excited to be back here with the Inspired Racing League. What a season 1 was. Got to catch the tail end of the season there. Got to crown Travis Farmer as the season champion for season 1 of the Platinum Truck Series. Cool experience. That 13 camouflage looking truck you see there on the screen, last season's champion. In that third position, Levi Ramsey out front in that number 6. Ethan Farless back up in second. Bring back up that top 10 starting lineup. Looks like they changed it around a little bit on me after those pit stops. Excuse me, had some hiccups there. Levi Ramsey, Ethan Farless, Travis Farmer, Joseph Maddox, Matt Sidars, Eli Fisher, Rob Willite, David Moransky, Jackson Hadaway, Hayden Williams leading us to this green flag once we go green next time by. Pace lights still out on the pace truck, as you can see. No jet dryers were harmed in the making of this video. I promise, Emma. We didn't have not one damage, not one injured, nobody hurt in the making of this video. Do I need to put a caution? Hold on, let me see if I can get a caution logo on the screen real quick. Nobody harmed. Third, but still ready to race. That number 87, Joseph Maddox. Garrett in the chat. We know it. Every driver in this race here looking to make their way out front here tonight. Disclaimer, I gotta make a disclaimer before the race every race before the race. No drivers, no cars harmed before this race. No animals, no people, nothing. Maybe a little bit of water, because you know it takes water to cool the servers, and we're on some servers right now with this great iRacing service. Let's go, Joe. Teresa in the chat. That number 87 up 14 spots here tonight. We actually have three drivers up 14 spots here. That 87 is that first driver up 14 spots, our biggest mover. In that 87, Joseph Maddox, currently our biggest mover. Travis Farmer also up 14 so far. Rob Willite up 13 spots. And Chris C in that number 28 also up 14 spots. Quite a few drivers having good nights here at the season opener at Talladega Platinum Truck Series. Looking to go back. Green flag racing here. Pace truck pulling back down pit road. Levi Ramsey, Ethan Farless on the inside leading us to this green flag. Restart zone coming into picture here. That 524 truck leading us to this green flag. Green flag is out here, folks. Once again, thank you to Fearless Broadcast for having me up in the booth. That number 6, Levi Ramsey, with what a jump on that restart. Able to pull out ahead, drop to that bottom lane. Help was not clear, so there's going to be a big gap here. Maybe this outside could get some energy to form. That inside lane, just a big gap out front. See how Ethan Farless handles this. Wow, big bump sideways, the 524 around. Big accident, upside down. Wow, upside down. Multiple cars involved. End over end. End over end. That number 87, we got to take a look back at that. Joseph Maddox, what a ride in that Caterpillar machine. Oh my gosh. Oh, it already started. Wow, already upside down. That 87 of Joseph Maddox. Let's take it back. Hold on. Want to get a better view of this thing. Take it back. Take it back. Let's see here. All right. Slow it down. Looks like that 524 moves up just a little bit. Unfortunately, the bump from that Skittles machine sending that 87 into Farless. That 53 just giving that 87 a bump. That 87 end over and upside down. The 80 nowhere to go. The 1 nowhere to go. The 71 involved there. The 87 over and over. The 53 hard into the wall. What an incident this is here, guys. Wow. Cannot explain. Over and over. The 87 barrel rolling here down the backstretch at Talladega. Taking you back live. What an incident for these drivers here in the Inspired Racing League. I end over end. Joseph Maddox gonna have to check in with the infield care center on that one. Definitely gonna have to get a ring down to the infield care center. Make sure that number 87 is all right. Wow, what a lick. So many good trucks involved there in that one. The 524 hard into the wall. The 87 end over end flipping, then barrel rolling. As we see these pace car, these trucks heading down pit lane, excuse me. Got to get that little tongue twister out real quick. Wow, we see that 53 with heavy damage back on pit lane. The crew trying to do everything they can to get them back out there. Second hard hit. Getting turned on the outside. That number 524, Ethan Farless, just nowhere to go. Big bump from behind. Gets him sideways into the 524. Heavy damage to multiple trucks here. Not what we wanted to see to start here tonight. Let's pull up a race recap real quick. Made it to lap 26 here. Quite a few cautions. 4 cautions so far. Looking to get a good green flag run here. 4 lead changes so far here tonight. Levi Ramsey in that number 6 Sprite machine currently out front. What a race Talladega has been to kick off Season 2 here with the Platinum Truck Series. Super excited to be here up in the booth. Greg Thielsen once again up in the booth for Fearless Broadcasting. If you haven't already, please go check out our partners and sponsors. Partners and sponsors here at Inspired Racing League, Inspired Marketing LLC, Raging Idiot Racing Network. Thank you guys for everything that you guys do for Inspired Racing League and the Platinum Truck Series. Super glad to bring you here the action live on Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to all our partners here, partners and sponsors at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. As we see these cars about to start getting double filed back up, I do believe that pace car lights on that pace truck turning out here, getting ready to go back. Green flag here this time. A few of those lap cars trying to get back on the lead lap. Oh, I see 2 Garretts in the chat. Is that 2 Garretts? My son is the second. Thank you so much, Raging Idiot Network. That was a really good time there last night. Got to join Goose up in the booth for the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Had a great time over there. Got to crown their season champion as well as their Rookie of the Year, Best of the Rest, and got to interview their top 5 from the season ending. Great time over there with them. Had a nice little ceremony there at the end. Little award ceremony. Great time there last night. Once again, big shout out to Raging Idiot Racing Network. If you guys haven't checked them out, make sure to go over there. Give them a like and follow as well. Also, bringing you the best iRacing streams and broadcasts to you. Of course, bringing you the Cup Series here at Inspired Racing League. Looking to go back, green flag, that number 6, Levi Ramsey, Eli Fisher in that 16. Although it doesn't show him scored there. Is he just numbered incorrectly? Quite possibly. Getting ready, pace truck, peeling back down pit lane here. Getting ready to go back, green flag. Travis Farmer in the top 5, last season champion in that 13. green flag back out here. That inside line much more organized here as we go down to turn 1 here. First 3 cars on that inside lane, super organized. Very surprised that 6 of Levi Ramsey able to get out ahead. Able to drop down to that bottom side, that inside groove. Definitely with the momentum down the backstretch. Outside lane making their presence known, trying to get a little better organized as they come down the backstretch. That bottom side, definitely quite a few more trucks down there. Let's go green, Garrett Emma in the chat. Super exciting side by side for that 5th position. Looks like that 15 truck, Rob Willite, side by side with that number 77 of Thomas Hernandez, excuse me. Said that a few times. I'm not going to do that again. 3 wide, almost 4 wide, as we get a little bit of a network drop from somebody. The 80, 15, and 77, 3 wide down the backstretch. Things heating up early here. Just about to lap 30 when we cross the line. One more top. Rob Willite. Quite a bit of network connectivity. Is that me? What happened here? Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Action 3 wide. Live action here at Talladega Inspired Racing League. The 15 into the wall there on that high side. As we see these front runners starting to get single filed out, trying to get that energy built back up. Quite a bit of side drafting from that 48. Bobby Holloman trying to side draft that 6 for everything he's got. Not able to keep side by side. No energy, no help for that number 6 from behind. Dropping back on that outside. Excuse me, was not that number 6. That was that 48, Bobby Holloman. Get some help there, the 6 and the 80 to the outside. Leaving that 77 on the bottom, on the inside. No help from behind. The 80 to the lead. Jackson Hadaway out front. New leader here at Talladega Platinum Truck Series for Inspired Racing League. The 6 dropping to the bottom. Aggressive move. Help clear. Let's drop to the bottom there. Robert, fix the internet. Yeah, definitely having a few drops there. That's okay. Nothing bad coming from it. Looks like it got itself sorted back out there. Nothing needed to be fixed there. These trucks still 3 wide down the backstretch. Those back few rows still battling side by side there. Let's jump back that 07 Trent Green to the middle there in that mellow yellow number 07. Working it back out side by side, battling for this top 10 spot. Side drafting as we see these trucks side drafting the whole way down the front and the backstretch, trying to drag that bottom back to them. That bottom, with so many more cars, it's just so hard. He's got some help with that 07, but Bobby Holloman of that 48 just unable to keep the pace of that bottom. That outside, just not enough cars to keep that energy up. Just stay there. Just stay there. A car, was that a truck down the back to the apron? Did I see that right? I might have not seen that right. Let's jump back. We haven't checked out this backpack in a few. That 17 just behind that 99, Chase Glover. That number 10, Daniel Lehman. And that 52, Bobby Hadaway. Back here working together, trying to stick it out. Got a little bit of a 3-truck draft pack working for him back here. See if they can catch back up under a little bit of a green flag run here as we bring up our race recap. Think this is our longest green flag run for the night so far. Good job by these drivers. Staying green flag here. 7 lead changes. Talladega, a lot of lead changes during those green flag laps. 4 cautions here tonight. Lap 33, lap 34. Once we come to this green flag, Jackson Hadaway and that number 7 still out front. Really excited to see who's going to come home on top. Anybody's race, still early. Plenty of laps left here. Let's see. I want to know from the chat. Alright, chat. Who do you got? We're going to see lap 50. Quite a few laps to go, halfway. Who do we think is going to be leading this thing at lap 50? Get your choices in the chat. Go ahead, jump in that chat. If you're a driver, go ahead and wait for that next caution. If a caution comes before lap 50, if you can, go ahead, just get that mouse in the chat box and type a number. Maybe down the back stretch when you got a second. If you can't, it's alright. Drivers, don't bring out a yellow just to get your vote in. But if you got a chance, go ahead, drop the number, the name of the driver you think who is going to be on top when we come to lap 50. Crossing the stripe there, lap 35, 15 more laps to go until we reveal who that choice is, who gets it right. Garrett saying Rob Willite, his dad, gonna be that leader when we get to lap 50. A few side-by-side 4-action cars on the apron. Cars getting fanned out down the backstretch. Great job by these drivers, keeping them straight, working together to get those trucks back on the racing surface. Great job by those drivers right there. Wow. All right, we are gonna drop our tower down short. Drop over to the scenic view. I'm gonna try to get you guys a quick crank it up here. So let me hear it for these legacy trucks and the Inspired Racing League for the Platinum Truck Series. Let's see if we can't get them to roll by with some crank it ups here. See if I can't get the camera to work and cooperate with me. Can't wait till I get that camera pack, and it's so much easier. See if the stock pack will work with me. And that was the Platinum Truck Series here with Inspired Racing League. Great job by these drivers. Green flag, lap 37 here. I would definitely take that, Raging Idiot Racing Network. I will get with you after this race. Definitely be interested in that. And let's check back. Like I was talking about, let's see your choices for who's going to be the leader there at lap 50. 12 more laps left. Looks like we got Rob. Nope. We got Fisher or Farmer, but probably going to be Rob from Emma. Fisher is looking good in the top 10 in that 8th spot. Eli Fisher in that 16, currently in that top 10. Travis Farmer in that 9th position. Currently out front, still that number 6, Levi Ramsey. Jackson Hadaway in that number 7, sitting in the 2nd spot. Bobby Holloman, Chris C, and Trent Green all rounding out our top 5 right now. What a great race these drivers are putting on today here for the Platinum Truck Series here with the Inspired Racing League. Once again, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Super ecstatic to have you here with me at Talladega. Round 1 of the preseason here for Inspired Racing League. As we see that 3-wide action here at Talladega, can't get any better than that. 3 wide, first 2 rows of trucks here. 4 wide coming down the front stretch across the stripe. That 6, the 48. The 48 around off the nose of that 6, I believe. Caution coming out. Not what we wanted to see here. See if we can see what happened here. Let's bring it back just a little bit. Caught it just a little bit late. That 6 truck catching that 48. Not enough room there. Let's slow it down. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer. That 48, 3 wide with the 45 and the 6. I think he thought he was clear. Fortunately, coming across the nose of that 6. Definitely that 48 Volunteers machine at fault for this one. Unfortunately, not the way he wanted to see it. The 80 also finding himself with a little bit of damage collected in the wall there. Jump back live here. And under our 5th caution here at Talladega for the preseason race number 1 here in the Platinum Truck Series with the Inspired Racing League. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Hope you guys are all having a great and blessed night. Super happy to have you here with me. Locking up the brakes. Wow, that 6 or the 75 Sprite machine, they look so similar. Can't tell the difference. I think that was a 6 of Levi Ramsey. Yes, sir. Locking up those brakes, trying to meet the pace car there. I walk away for 1 minute and y'all wreck, Emma said. Hey, that's plate racing, or short track racing, as Denny would say, you know. Your dad's back up there, Garrett, looking good. Trying to get to the front, buddy. Definitely trying to make his way out front. Lightning McQueen time. Ka-chow! Hot Shot Henderson in 15th. Raging Idiot Racing Network says that ain't right. That's alright. Plenty of laps here as we watch these drivers about to make their way down pit lane here. Under our 5th caution, I am going to run to a quick ad break real quick. I need a drink of water. We will be right back, but we will go side by side. New feature here for me. Side by side ads. You won't miss one piece of the action. We'll be right back.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Back here live at Talladega. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Fearless Broadcasting. Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. Looking to go back green flag racing here. Eli Fisher in that number 16. Going to be leading us off to this green flag. Give you a quick top 10 rundown there. Eli Fisher leading us off. Daniel Lehman, Chris C., Trent Green, Travis Farmer, Matt Sidars, Levi Ramsey, Peyton Boyle, Bobby Holloman, and Thomas Hernandez all in the top 10 as we go back green flag racing here. Pace lights out on the pace truck. Racing absolutely amazing here at Talladega. Big thank you. I see Goose jumping in the chat. What's up, Goose? Thank you for stopping by, buddy. Had a great time last night. Can't wait to do it again. Weeknight Warrior Sim Series, crowning off that champion. Great time, buddy. And once again, thank you to our partner sponsors. Everybody that lets us make this happen. Coming to green here. That 16 on our outside, Eli Fisher. Daniel Lehman in that number 10 on his inside. Ready to go back. Green flag racing here. See if he can get a great jump on this restart. These restarts, the leaders getting absolute great jumps each time. Hopefully able to get back to that bottom. Eli Fisher in that 16. Bottom lane working quite well here today. Green flag back out that 45 truck on the loud pedal. Does he jump to the bottom here? I think he will. Little bit of help from that 28 of Chris C. And he elects to jump down in front of Daniel Lehman on that bottom side. The bottom side just getting more energy built up earlier in the run on this first lap. Just about every restart here tonight. Something that I've noticed. No matter who's out front, who's got the lead, what lane they choose, it's been the bottom, it's been the top here today. Changing back and forth. Eli Fisher out front, scored as the number 16, but in that 45 machine here tonight. Thank you to all those sponsors that make this happen. And for Inspired Racing League, thank you Inspired Marketing LLC. And thank you Raging Idiot Racing Network. Guys are awesome, and thank you for everything you do to allow us to make this happen. Here at Fearless Broadcasting, we got a few partners and sponsors to thank. Thank you to Fearless Broadcasting having me up here in the booth. Thank you to Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, and Fearless Setup Shop. Thank you to Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. Here with the Platinum Truck Series. Racing getting exciting. First 5 cars getting single file. Around goes that 77 or 74. No, that was the 14. 14 Massadars hard into the wall. See if we can't Take a look back at that. Nope, that's not the right one. There we go. That 14 truck through the middle. Making some contact. The 80 moving down. Absolutely destroying that 70. The 6 also involved. The 80 onto his roof. Flipping over and over. Luckily, back onto his roof. The 6 there taking flight. Levi Ramsey over and over. Spills and thrills here at Talladega. Wow. Levi Ramsey taking a ride there. Also, John Manning, that 71 involved. Quite a few good trucks taken out once again. Another incident. Caution number 6 out here tonight at Talladega. So many good trucks getting torn up. All a part of that plate racing style, pack style racing here at Talladega. You gotta love it or hate it. I don't even think there's much driver skill. I mean, obviously you gotta manhandle one of these extremely powerful race trucks around this racetrack, but I think 90% comes down to luck here at Talladega. Either you got it or you don't. And some of these guys, unfortunately, just not having that luck here tonight. Proud of your dad, Garrett, dodging that wreck. Great job. Great job by him getting around it. Big ouch. Big ouch, Garrett. That one had to hurt. 2 trucks over and over, flipping there through that incident. Never good time for that one. You see these trucks making their way down pit lane here. Few more trucks electing to get some work done to those race trucks. A lot of damage here tonight. Just part of that pack racing here at Talladega. And under this caution, I'm going to run to a quick commercial break one more time. We will be right back. Going to run back to those side by side. You know what? We're going to play a full screen. Haven't done a full screen. Try to keep it not full screen. We're going to jump to a full screen real quick. We will be right back.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop real quick, Doug. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. 100 Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
And back here live, Talladega Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series, round 1 of the preseason, season 2. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, leading us back to this green flag. That number 16, Eli Fisher. Trent Green going to be to his inside in that 07. Eli electing to take that outside on this restart. As you can see, those pace lights on the pace truck are out. We're about to go back. Green flag racing here at Talladega and the Inspired Racing League. Want to give you a big thank you for stopping by. If you're here live with us, if you're checking out the race replay on video, big thank you to stopping by. Thank you to Inspired Marketing LLC and Raging Idiot Racing Network for partnering and sponsoring with Inspired Racing League. Thank you to Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. Let's go back. Green flag racing here. Taking him to the green flag. That 16 Eli Fisher, numbered as a 45 on his truck. That's all right. Green flag back out here. Eli Fisher out to the early advantage. Travis Farmer in that 13 with the help right to his back bumper. Able to clear that 07 of Trent Green. Drop down to that bottom lane. Get out front. That high side. What a good run on that restart. Garrett shouting out his dad in chat. Let's go, Dad. Want to see him move his way forward. Hang on to the lead fish. Teresa in chat. Eli out front. Let's see if he can hang on to it out here at Talladega. That high line getting started. Back again. That 48. Bobby Holloman getting some help. See if he can get that outside lane rolling there. That number 40 truck of Jason Williams right on his back bumper. Looks like they're making up some ground down the front stretch. Almost side by side with that third place. Number 07, Trent Green. Wow, a little bit of a moving, shaking. A lot of cars bouncing around here in that position tower. Anything can happen. A lot of laps left here. Lap 50. Coming to the end of lap 50. Did anybody have Eli Fisher as a guess? I'm not sure. We had the guesses. Here it is, lap 50. Who is going to win this lap? What were your guesses? We're going to have to scroll back. Who was right? It looks like that number 45 scored as a 16 Eli Fisher coming to the line. Going to take that halfway mark victory. No caution, no stage break. Just a little friendly bet here between me, you, and the fans. Who did you have? Did you have Eli Fisher winning that? Eli taking home that lap 50 victory. Not much of significance in the big picture, but great way to look at it. Halfway mark here, complete with the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series here at Talladega. Big blocks from that 45 number car scored as the 16 Eli Fisher to the bottom in front of that 13 Travis Farmer back out to the outside, trying to get that push. The 40 contact, the 07 around. Quite a few trucks, the 77, the 3 through the grass. Yellow flag flies. Wow, let's take a look back at that. That started way back there. A bad push. That 40, trying to get a push to that 45, Eli Fisher. Coming together, the 07, the 15, the 81, the 48, all getting collected. Take another look at that. Let's take that back. I want to take one more look at that thing. Take a different view from it. Hit play. Speed. Wow, what a hard hit. That Jim Beam machine. All of these cars. So much damage. Somebody should have used their blinker. Is that what you're saying, Harvick to win? In the chat? Blinker, please. Just said blinker, but you know. Blinker, please, maybe? I don't know. Gotta love it. Unfortunate. 7th caution out here tonight at Talladega. Fisher, Teresa, making that guess that Eli was going to be on top. Looks like she's the winner here. For that guess of lap 50. Good job, Teresa, out in the chat, picking the winner for that lap 50. I'm going to call it a stage break. It wasn't a stage break, but for all intensive purposes, halfway mark. Few cars electing to come down pit lane here. Still 49 laps to go, Garrett. That is absolutely correct. Few laps less than that now, but 81 and 15 do be dancing. That is totally correct there, Emma. Little internet blink there. Yeah, a few of these cars experiencing internet problems here tonight. Hopefully that works itself out. No major network issues. The only thing I've seen real positive from the net lag was I do believe that was the 87 Joseph Maddox and what was that, the 17 Josh Henderson earlier. Net lagging through each other. Hey, you take that every time. Taking that one every time. Garrett, he's still 10th. Still 10th. That's all right. He's got plenty of laps to go. Plenty of side-by-side tight racing here at Talladega for their Inspired Racing League. Once again, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Super excited to have you guys here with me. Another great race here Wednesday night, racing with the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. Little mix up here. The legacy trucks around Talladega. Pre-season race number 1, season 2. Once again, thank you to all those partners and sponsors making it happen here. Inspired Marketing LLC, Raging Idiot Racing Network, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. Big thank you to all those partners and sponsors helping us here at Fearless Broadcasting and Inspired Racing League. Bringing you this live action, great racing every single week. Live here on Fearless Broadcasting. Also live over on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Make sure you go like and subscribe both channels. Check us out live on both. How old are you, Bigfoot? A dinosaur, Emma says. I'm not too old, but I got a 9 in the front of my birthday, or the third digit. Yeah, 2008. I think I did have good internet, but I was at technical school. I went to Wild Tech up in Blairsville, Pennsylvania. Now defunct, and paid way too much money in school loans to not even finish. But hey, you live and you learn. Ready to go back. Green flag racing pace lights out on that pace truck. These legacy trucks here line it back up. Once again, running the legacy truck here at Talladega for the preseason race 1. A little bit different than the truck will be running for the regular season. Of course, running the regular trucks. These legacy trucks are no longer the most modern truck, NASCAR truck they have on the iRacing service. Legacy just meaning a little bit older, not used in the current official series that iRacing runs. But a cool shake-up here for the preseason. Get to try something new, try something a little bit different. LOL, I'm a youngin', says Garrett. I'm going to guess that your birthday starts with a 2. That's alright, though. Glad to have you guys here getting ready. Go green flag racing pace truck off down pit road. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, ready to bring you back. Green flag racing here, Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. Eli Fisher, Travis Farmer bringing us to this green flag. Green flag out in the air. Eli Fisher with a great jump in that 45 scored as the 16 jumps back down to that bottom lane. That outside just unable to get it organized off the restart. Just about every single restart. There was a few that the outside got collected nice and organized, and back put together. You got to be organized in these draft tracks. Get nice and tucked up behind each other. Feed those runs off of each other. Use that draft to your advantage as we see that 17 dropping back to that bottom side. Single file out for this front 5 here. Now Eli Fisher out front. Travis Farmer, Daniel Lehman, Josh Henderson, and Bobby Holloman rounding out our top 5 here tonight. So far, 55 laps complete. 100 laps our scheduled distance. Quite a few trucks still left out here tonight. Unfortunately, quite a few trucks sent packing, sent home on the hauler. Bring up our race recap real quick. Let's go over a short little recap. One long green flag run there in the middle. 7 cautions here for 21 laps. 11 lead changes here tonight. Great battles out front here. 11 lead changes. Definitely a lot of action, a lot of movement throughout the field. As we see these cars getting a little bit spread out now. First time tonight, these trucks getting spread out. Interested to see what they're going to do here. These first 4 trucks of Eli Fisher, Travis Farmer, Daniel Lehman, and Josh Henderson jump back to that 5th position. That 48 truck, Bobby Holloman, kind of by himself there, pushed out of the draft there. Up in that front pack dropping to a 3-car pack. That 10 of Daniel Lehman dropping out of line. Probably a bad push. The 77 and 15 of Thomas Hernandez and Rob Willite making their way past that number 10 of Daniel Lehman on the bottom. See if he can grab a hold of their draft. Work his way back forward there. Looks like our season 1 champion, that 13 truck of Travis Farmer, up to that 2nd position, showing us why he is that season 1 champion. Holding that 2nd position, pushing Eli Fisher out in that lead, giving him all the best pushes, not trying to get him spun around here. And it looks like we're trying to figure out everybody's age over there in the Inspired chat. Interesting little debate going on in there. As these trucks single file out, looks like we're going to have some green flag racing if this continues. Not many trucks left out here. A lot of good trucks sent home. These drivers electing to start taking it a little bit easier. A little more patience with the runs they take. 3 wide as I say something. Heating up down the backstretch. Of course, I open my mouth. Things change so fast here at Talladega. That 77 dropping to the back of that lead pack. As it was, 3 cars got out in front. Now 6 cars back together here, side by side. 4 cars on the bottom, 3 on the outside. 7 car pack for this lead. Daniel Lehman in that number 10 out front on that top side. Currently that 45 scored as the 16, Elijah Fisher on his inside. Peyton Boyle, that number 3, up there on the outside, row 2. Travis Farmer, that number 13, inside row 2 as they run. Currently that number 17 truck, Josh Henderson, on the inside of row 3 in that 6th position. Confident in that bottom row, being patient. 3 rows back, side by side. Green flag lap 60. 61 once we come across the stripe this time here. Emma asking how old I am. I am 35. I'll be 36 in November. 1990, baby. A Scorpio born in November. Definitely a Scorpio. As we see this action side by side down the back. Action heating up. Still playing it patient. Not too many bad pushes. Nobody getting anxious, pushing the line. A lot of restraint by these drivers here. Great job by these drivers. This front pack doing a great job. Peyton Boyle, Travis Farmer, Eli Fisher out front. Daniel Lehman, Thomas Hernandez, Josh Henderson, all out front in this main pack. LOL fossil over here, says Garrett. I don't know, man. 35 is still a child. Harvick to win. Yeah, sometimes I definitely feel like a child. Although I got 3 children, so definitely ages me quite a bit. Very lucky to have my oldest daughter, 11 years old. No, 10. She just turned 10. Not 11 yet. Let's not give her an extra year. She wouldn't be too happy about that one. And then I got my 4-year-old daughter, and then my third and final, third time's a charm, my boy, my junior, Greg Jr. Third time's a charm. I wanted a boy. Luckily enough, my grandfather on his deathbed said, "You are the only one to carry on the last name. It's all on you." Made it happen. Third time's a charm. As we see, side by side action still heating up here at Talladega. Those 7 cars still battling side by side. Lap 63 here. Getting a little into the personal life. Want to touch base with y'all, get a little connected so we know each other a little bit better. Gotta love it. Hope you guys all having a great night. Really appreciative of you guys being here with us, watching this Inspired Racing League and their Platinum Truck Series around Talladega. Round 1 of the preseason. Season 2 heating up. That 10 and 13 barely making some contact. That Crystal Pepsi car moving to the outside. Definitely not wanting to make that contact any worse. Caution out.
Good job, bud. Tell me what you got quickly.
Let's see if we can find what happened on that one. Is it this? As I didn't see that live. Not sure if this was the caution. Very well. The number 40, Jason Williams, sideways down the backstretch into the inside wall. Really, really hard hit. Let's take a look at that. How did that even transpire? I'm not entirely sure. Let's take a look at that. No, let's back it up a little bit. He's already sideways there, coming off of 2. Tried to give space, was it? No, yeah, that was in that second pack, I believe. Not in that lead pack. A little arrow loose down the racetrack into the inside wall hard. Very unfortunate for that 40 car. As we heard, his Engine expiring, it sounded like as well. Definitely gonna be a meatball there. Not what you wanted to know. Why everyone dropping their age? To Quavius in the chat. Hey, I said my age. Danica Patrick, the truck, Harvick to win. We love you. We're all family here. Let's go, Emma. Definitely. Aging is a requirement. Maturing is not. Garrett, you are completely correct. Because I don't know when the maturing part's supposed to happen. I still ain't done it. Glad you guys here having a great night with me here tonight. Super excited to have y'all here with me. But we are going to run to a quick ad break. I need another drink. And we will be right back with you guys. We're going to run to ads as they run around under caution here. So sorry. Wrong button. And we'll be right back. Side-by-side ads this time. Won't miss a thing. We'll be right back here at Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast. Stay fearless.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
And back here live with the Platinum Truck Series Inspired Racing League. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. So sorry to go to the ads. Got to get a little drink in. Save my voice a little bit. Thank you guys for being here with me live at Talladega for the preseason round 1 of season 2 here for the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. Gotta love it. Gotta get that ad blocker. Unfortunately, it don't work for this one. Built-in ads. As we see the trucks getting double filed back up. Once again, if you're new, just stopped in, these are the legacy trucks doing something a little bit different here tonight at Talladega for the preseason. Shake it up. Do something new. Not going to be running these trucks all season for the Platinum Truck Series, but we will be back in those regular trucks, series trucks for the regular season. Doing something a little bit fun, a little bit different for the drivers, giving them a little bit of a challenge here in the preseason. Pace lights out on the pace car, pace truck. Same difference. Hope you guys all having a great night. Exciting racing all night here. 8th caution almost complete. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Daniel Lehman and Peyton Boyle. 2 drivers we have not talked enough about here tonight. That number 3 and the number 10 out front, leading us to this green flag. Super excited. Bring up our race recap real quick before we go back. Green, that 8th caution, 24 laps here tonight. 67. See that race tracker down there? Gives you a little glimpse. Few cautions here. 2 really good green flag runs. Let's see if we can get another one. Pace truck off of the racetrack. Peyton Boyle, Daniel Lehman leading us to this green flag. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing, entering that restart zone. A little bit different in that try over here at Talladega. Green flag back out at Talladega. Platinum Truck Series Inspired Racing League. That number 10, Daniel Lehman, on the outside, starting out front in the number 1 position. Dropping down to that bottom side. Gaining that early lead here. Definitely wanted to... Oh, the 17 around the 13 as well. Travis Farmer around, not making any contact with the wall, luckily. But that 17, Josh Henderson, definitely getting into that wall a little bit. Luckily, both trucks able to roll away. Let's take a look back at that. As we watch that 13, the 17, I think he caught the apron there. Let's see. Oh, nope, just got that rear tires lifted off. That 13, Travis Farmer, getting a little too close. Picking up those rear tires of the 17, so good. No one else really getting too major damage. Let's take a look. I believe that was the 15, maybe? No, was that the 28 with a little bit of damage there? Let's take a look back one more time here. Yeah, that was the 28. Getting into the wall a little bit. After the fact, actually scored as the 81 there. Wow, so lucky. No other cars majorly involved in this one. Hope you guys like my new replay little animation. Jumping back to replays. Got the new logo in the caution flags when the flags fly. Trying to update this stream. Make the broadcast look as good as it can. Can't wait for you guys here at Inspired Racing League to see the new victory lane we got here. Super excited. Once we get this race done, get to see that for the first time. Hot Shot Henderson. What? Ha ha ha. Teresa Fisher in the chat. Great job by these drivers. Looks like a game of attrition here tonight. Just gotta survive. Just trying to stay out of the wrecks here. Keep your car in one piece. Definitely gonna be the number 1 factor here tonight. Of course, plate track racing, cautions, breeding cautions. You pack them back up. What can you expect here at Talladega? Door banging, excitement, side by side, everywhere you look. What a race here tonight. Let's take a look here. That number 3, Peyton Boyle, currently our biggest mover. Take a little closer look at that mellow yellow number 3, Peyton Boyle. Currently our biggest mover here tonight, up 20 positions in that 2nd spot. Having a very good night here, Peyton Boyle. Gonna do a quick top 5 rundown here. Daniel Lehman out front in that Crystal Pepsi number 10. Up 8 for the night. Started in at a 9th spot. Up to that 1st position. Once again, that number 3 truck up 20 spots, started 22nd. Eli Fisher starting in 13th, up to 3rd, up 10 spots. Front 3 cars up 38 spots in total. Having a great night. That number 77 U.S. Air Force car, Thomas Hernandez, down a spot, started in that 3rd spot. Definitely still having a good night there. In the top 5 currently. Rob Willite in that 5th position, rounding out our top 5. Up 15 spots tonight, starting 20th. Having a good night for Rob. Everybody give it up to Rob. Up quite a few positions here. 6th spot, Robbie Holloman in that 48. Wow, look at the damage to his rear spoiler. Definitely see it there. Started in that 14th spot, up 8 spots. Having a good night. Trent Green in this 07. Up 17 spots. Quite a bit of damage back there for him as well. Travis Farmer in that 13. Starting in that 23rd spot, up 10 position. Or started in the 18th spot and in is 8th. Up 10 spots, excuse me. Number 13. Upset victory incoming. Oh no, I don't want to see that. We don't want that. Josh Henderson in the 9th spot in that number 17. And rounding out our top 10 here, Chris C. Chomp Shimpole Lewis. Yeah, that's a hard one. Chris and George C. I'm going to call you guys. That's a hard one to pronounce. I don't want to butcher it any more than I have to. Respect that last name and just say the C. English fail, yes. English fail, Emma. I don't know how to English on that one. That's a doozy. Hey, and I got 2 high school diplomas. Ask me how that happened. I do. I got 2. Going back, green flag here, though. As we watch pace lights on the pace truck out. Pulling back down the backstretch. Daniel Lehman and Peyton Boyle in that 10 and 3 trucks. Looking to lead us back to this green flag. Little funny fact here. Crystal Pepsi Mellow Yellow cars out front. Little battle of the soda pops. Or soda or pop, whatever you want to call it. That's why I said soda pop. I know some people call it soda. Some people call it pop. I've heard it called both. I'll call it both names so I appease everybody. What about that? Soda pop. English is hard, man, Garrett. It really is. That's why they got a whole English class dedicated to it. Math is hard, man. I don't know about y'all, but math is hard, okay? But thank you for stopping by here live. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, ready to go back green flag racing after this 9th caution here. Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. Big thank you to Inspired Marketing LLC, Raging Idiot Racing Network, for everything they do for the IRL here at Inspired Racing League. Daniel Lehman, Peyton Boyle leading us back to this green flag. Pace truck down pit lane. Exciting. Getting ready. Kick it back off here. See, quite a big gap. Okay, I was about to say that. 77 blinking there. Thomas Hernandez, green flag back out. Will we see that 10 jump back to that bottom with a good run to the start? Yep, cross the finish line, back down to that bottom lane there. The 10 truck, Daniel Lehman out to the front. The 3, Peyton Boyle there on the bottom. First 5 trucks there, single file. Travis Farmer, that 13 green, white, and black truck you see on the outside. That second truck back, the first one to jump out there. A few more joining his lead. Side by side once we come into turn 3 and 4 here, maybe. Side by side, that 77 of Thomas Hernandez and Eli Fisher in that 16 with the 45 on his paint. Unfortunately, the number on the tower and his truck not matching tonight. Hopefully get that fixed for next week. Shaking sodas. Oh, we don't want to shake the sodas. We don't want to shake the sodas, guys. Come on. We don't want no fizzy. We don't want no fizziness. Side by side, down into 1, the 10, the 3, the 77, hooked up, bumper to bumper. The bottom lane just keeps getting that energy. A little bit earlier, we see that energy with the runs on the outside. Once they get connected out there, see if they jump to the outside, if they change their minds here. Coming down to 3 and 4, still saying single file, those first 3 trucks able to keep ahead there a little bit. Oh, baby, I need the power. I lost chat. 28 laps to go, 27 as we come to the line. That 10 truck still out ahead. The 3, Payne Boyle, pushing them out there. Daniel Lehman leading another lap. Caution out. Oh, no. Caution out here. I do think that is George C. bringing out that caution. Let's take a look. Is this it? Yep. That's 79. Let's take a look back. Hold on. We want to see what transpired a little before that. Okay. The 00 giving a real bad bump to George C. here in this 79, finding himself in the inside wall. Who was that back there that was spinning too? Big accident. Let's back it up. Hold on. Quite a few cars involved there. I saw there was one more. Who was that? Let's slow that down. Riding with the 14 Matt Sidars here, as he narrowly avoids, I'm not sure who this was, drops to the apron to avoid that 79 who was still crashing. Okay. Do believe that 87 is the other truck that was involved. Am I right here? Nope, definitely not correct. Would have been like right here. Oh, the 15. Oh, another incident up ahead. The 15 across the 13, Travis Farmer's nose. I think the 15 is what brought out the caution. I do think. Because those other guys were way back there. Few incidents happening all at the same time there. What in the world? Jumping back with that 10, Daniel Lehman finding himself inside the pace truck. Little interesting thing you can do here in iRacing. I don't know. Lehman, what are you doing, Lehman? I can't see you, buddy. I can't see you. I don't know what to do. We lost him. We lost him, guys. We lost Daniel Lehman. The number 10 truck is gone. I don't see him anywhere. We're looking at him, but we can't see him. He might have some camouflage. Oh, my God. There he is. There. Whoa, where'd he go? Dude doing donuts. Emma, stop pointing fingers at the wrong person. Oh, hey. Chat getting spicy now. Chat getting a little spicy. 10th caution flag out here tonight. Inspired Racing League. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Laps winding down. Let's bring up our little race recap one more time. Less than 25 laps left here tonight. 76 complete of the scheduled 100 laps. Daniel Lehman currently out front. This is our 10th caution. Kind of on par with the plate track. Fortunately, a lot of these drivers finding themselves a spot back on that hauler here tonight. Very unfortunate. 15 lead changes. What a number. 15 lead changes. That lead has been swapped so many times. This racing so exciting. Side by side nearly every single lap. You gotta love it, guys. You absolutely gotta love the intensity of these drivers here in the Inspired Racing League. Just absolutely awesome. Once again, thank you to all the fans live here with us, checking us out back on the broadcast, rewind, on the record video. Weren't able to catch it here live, watching it back. If you're a driver watching it, thank you so much for having me up here in the booth. Really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you to Fearless Broadcasting. for having me here. Once again, thank you to Inspired Marketing LLC, Raging Idiot Racing Network, everything you guys do for Inspired Racing League here. Big thank you to Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. Hope you guys have all been seeing the Push the Edge little videos and flyers I've been trying to make the last few weeks. Trying to get as many eyes as we can here. If you do see those Push the Edge posts, that is me, Greg Thielsen, posting. That is my personal page. Trying to build that one up a little bit. We do got a quite big amount of followers over there on Facebook. Got 2,000 followers and likes over on Facebook. I think we got 2,000 likes, like 200 followers. Big thank you to everyone over there. And if you haven't seen those quick little videos I've been making in the flyers, make sure you go check those out. Go check out the Fearless Broadcasting Facebook. Check out that Inspired Racing League Facebook. I think you guys posted one of them I made. I don't think I've made a video, but I definitely made the flyer. We're going to see who's going to come out on top. Less than 25 laps to go. Pace lights out on the pace truck. Who do we got to win, chat? Who is going to win here tonight? Positions changing all night. Not really anybody a clear favorite here. Let's jump up our top 10 just to give you a quick look through. Daniel Lehman, Peyton Boyle, Thomas Hernandez, Eli Fisher, and Bobby Holloman all in the top 5. Trent Green, Travis Farmer, last season's champion here for the Platinum Truck Series. Josh Henderson, Chris C., and Rob Willite all in the top 10 with a chance to take this thing home here tonight. The Battle of the Sodas out front. The Mellow Yellow Machine, number 3. Peyton Boyle on the inside. Daniel Lehman in that number 10. Crystal Pepsi Machine on the outside. A whole bunch of Chevy Silverados here tonight with the Legacy Truck Inspired Racing League Season 2, Round 1 preseason opener here at Talladega. Pace truck hits pit road, Man, stumbling over English today. English today. Oh, man. Gonna make for a fun broadcast. Daniel Lehman, Peyton Boyle bringing them to this start-finish zone. Green flag out. The 77 all over the bumper of the 10. First time that outside lane able to get some real good momentum on the outside there. The last few restarts, that inside really able to get the momentum and that energy early. Daniel Lehman electing to leave his help in that 77 and drop down. Luckily, that 77, Thomas Hernandez, able to find a spot behind that number 3, Peyton Boyle, right in front of that. Number 16, Eli Fisher, scored as the number 45 on track. Fortunately, going to get that fixed next week. As we come down into turn 3, single file for that race lead now. First 4 truck, single file. Eli Fisher gonna make me a liar, going for that 2 wide side by side with Thomas Hernandez coming through the tri-oval. Oh, we got typing fails from Emma in the chat. We got English fails from me up in the booth. Never know what you're gonna expect next week here at Fearless Broadcasting. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Once again, thank you so much to everybody here live with me, checking us back out on the race review on the video, the recorded little video, checking us back, not live. If you weren't able to watch us live, that's all right. Thank you anyway, checking us out either way. Either way, it's all good. Just thank you for being here. As we see that side-by-side action heating back up, that 17 truck, Josh Henderson, to the outside of that 17 truck, a whole bunch of 7s there. Drivers fail too. It's okay. Yep. Drivers, a little bit of fails. You know, bumping is racing. Contact is all a part of the motorsport and auto sports that we love here. But once again, action heating up 3 by 3 side. Excuse me. 3 lanes side by side. There we go. Got it that time. English fail. Can't do it. Side by side action coming out of turn 4. Travis Farmer, that 13. That number 15, Rob Willite on the outside. Eli Fisher in that number 45 truck on the outside, trying to get that outside running. Unfortunately, that big blink by Rob Willite in that 15 definitely not helping him out on that top side. Eli Fisher got out front, dropped down to that bottom side, saw the space, made it work, dropping below that 17 truck of Josh Henderson. Oh no, contact! Able to keep a hold of that truck. That 15 Rob Willite. Wow. Making heavy contact with that 10. Able to keep the truck straight. That will space these guys out a little bit as we see that 15 having quite a bit of connectivity issues there. Blinking out. Not what you want to see. That's going to make those guys lose that draft. Your truck blinks there. You're not getting the draft of that driver in front of you. It's definitely not going to help them out there. Under 20 to go. 19 laps remaining. As the laps tick down here. Speaking fail. Typing fail. English fail. You know, all the fails. Driver fails. Yellow fails. Blue fails. I don't know where the blue came from, but single filed out up front. Travis Farmer to the back of that bottom lane. The 15, Rob Willite, dropping to the back of that pack. That might be really smart of him, having that connectivity issues. Lucky he'll hopefully hold on to the back of the pack and not lose that draft of this front group here. Not taking a look back here. That 8th position, that 48, Bobby Holloman, and Chris C., that number 28. Back here, drafting together, trying to catch that front main pack. Definitely don't want to leave them out of it here. That 13, almost sideways. Travis Farmer able to grab back hold of that car. Wow. What a ride for that 13, Travis Farmer. Still fun, though. Definitely fun. If you ain't having fun, you ain't doing it right. Mistakes are all a part of the game that we call life. And it's alright to make mistakes. You just gotta learn from those mistakes and do better next time. Or at least try to do the best that you can do with the information that you're given. That's all anybody can really ask for. 3 wide down into turn 1. Things heating up. Almost 15 laps remaining here. Spice is getting turned up. Travis Farmer, Rob Willite. Maybe 4 wide. Nope. Rob Willite thinking better of it. Definitely maybe the better decision. That outside lane. Travis Farmer with the bump. Rob Willite. Bad bump from Rob. Travis just finding himself down into that apron. I think I just saw a big blob pop on my screen. I don't know if you guys saw that. Not sure what that was. Hopefully that wasn't. That was just something else, but wow. 3 wide down the front stretch. The 17, the 3, and the 45. Number that 16, Eli on the outside. Travis Farmer giving him some help. Pulls up behind. Side by side. 3 wide. The top 6 positions. Wow. What a battle here for this race win. The laps winding down. 15 to go as we come to the line. Never know what's going to happen here with the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. 3 wide, 15 laps to go when we come to the line. What a race here, guys. Talladega is heating up. You know Talladega Boulevard is getting crazy right now. The fans in the infield tearing it up. The action on the track heating up. Greg Thielsen in the booth, Fearless Broadcasting. So excited to bring you the finish here at Inspired Racing League. The preseason round 1 season opener for season 2. As they use the apron down the back, fanning out down the backstretch, back side by side. No longer 3 wide, 15 to go here. Anything can happen, anybody's race. All 7 of these drivers have a great chance at this race right here. Let's bring up our little top 10 showdown there. Drop our tower back down short. All of these drivers with a shot here tonight. That single file action, the bottom lane, single filing back out. Rob Willite pushing Travis Farmer on the outside. Eli Fisher at the point. Daniel Lehman in that number 10 right behind on the inside lane. Who is going to make it happen? Who can take it home here tonight? Anybody's race. Come on, repeat the 1, 2, 3. Gotcha. Daniel Lehman scoring out in front. That number 10 machine. The number 3 Peyton Boyle out in second spot. Eli Fisher scoring in that third spot in the number 16. Travis Farmer, that number 13, sitting in fourth. Josh Henderson in the top 5, rounding out our top 5 here. Rob Willite definitely in the conversation in that 7th position. Thomas Hernandez in that 6th spot, all with a shot in this first group. This lead pack here, anybody with a shot to win it here tonight for the Platinum Truck Series with the Inspired Racing League here at Talladega. All right, 13 laps left, 12 to go. When we come to the line, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to let you guys just listen to these trucks. We will be right back. All right, welcome back here. Next time to the line, 10 laps to go. Things are heating up here, side by side, down the back there. Most of these drivers know 10 laps to go. Things are heating up. It's time to go. You gotta move forward. The time is now. You gotta make something happen here. Daniel Lehman out front in that number 10. At number 3, Peyton Boyle in that second position. Josh Henderson, Thomas Hernandez, Eli Fisher, Travis Farmer, Rob Willite, all with a shot here to win preseason round 1 at Talladega. Inspired Racing League here for season 2. Anything can happen. 10 laps to go here, folks. Let's check in one more time. 10 laps. Who you got? Final shot to pick who you got to win this thing. Any of these 7 drivers with a major shot to win this thing. Bring back a race recap one more time. 91 laps complete on this long green flag run. Our third long green flag run here tonight. Daniel Lehman out front on that bottom lane in that number 10. 10 cautions here tonight, 30 laps. Looking to go green until the end. Let's see, can they do it? Here in the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series, round 1 of the preseason, season 2. Let's go, folks. Really excited to bring you the action here. Fearless Broadcasting, Greg Tilton up in the booth. Big thank you to all our sponsors and partners here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Push the Edge, and also thank you all the partners and sponsors with Inspired Racing League. Thank you, Inspired Marketing LLC, and thank you, Raging Idiot Racing Network. Say that 5 times fast. Thank you guys for everything that you do here for the Inspired Racing League and Fearless Broadcasting. Action heating up side by side for that second position. The number 77 Thomas Hernandez and that number 3 Peyton Boyle side by side. That number 17 to the outside. Josh Henderson, getting ahead of myself, tongue twisting myself. Pack gaining a little bit. They lapped those lap cars there, those second pack of cars getting a lap down. 3 wide here, coming to the end. 8 laps to go, 7 when we come to the line. What a crossover. Back 3 wide, Elijah Fisher through the middle. 4 wide momentarily, 3 wide. Wow, these drivers now putting everything on the line. They know they gotta go. The time is now. Laps are winding down. No time left on the board. If you want to get to the front, you gotta go. Come on, hot shot, says Raging Idiot Racing Network. Sorry guys, a little bit losing my voice. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. The action still hot here at Talladega. Laps winding down, 6 to go when we come to the line. Absolutely incredible racing here tonight by the Inspired Racing League and these Platinum Truck Series drivers. Big shout out to all these drivers here tonight. One more time, chop up our top 10 driver lineup currently. Daniel Lehman, currently your leader right now. Peyton Boyle, Rob Willite, Eli Fisher, all battling for that top spot. Travis Farmer, Josh Henderson, Thomas Hernandez, all in the fight. Bobby Holloman, Chris C., and Pacey Widget, all a lap down now, unfortunately. Still having some good nights out there tonight. Let's jump up front. Rob Willite, the 15 to the point. Our biggest mover here currently, up 19 positions. He can get it done. Up 19 for the night, starting in that 20th spot. On that outside, leading that outside lane, Eli Fisher in that 45 truck scored as the 16 right behind him. Five laps to go here, folks. That is all. These drivers know what time it is. 5 to go. Expect the moves to get bigger, to get bolder. 3 wide. Down the backstretch. Eli Fisher down the middle. Travis Farmer right on his back door in that number 13. The 15, Rob Willite to the bottom, trying to jump back in lane. Daniel Lehman still out, back out to the front, back out to the point. Peyton Boyle right behind him. Things heating up here. 4 laps to go. Let's go, Fish Fam. Fish Farm. Oh, Fish Farm. Let's go. Every one of these drivers here tonight, every single driver, even if they're sent back to the hauler, doing an absolute superb job here tonight. with the Inspired Racing League and the season opener for Season 2 and their preseason. Do believe it's 3 weeks of preseason. I think I saw that. Oh no! Travis Farmer into the wall! Upside down, Rob Willoy! Round and around he goes. Yellow comes out. Wow! The end of this thing. Look at that last season's champion, Travis Farmer, ending his night here at Talladega on his lid. Definitely not what he wanted to see. Back to the pit lane. Let's take it back. Oh, right to the moment. Let's rewind it just a little bit farther than that, please. Farther. There we go. Play. Let's slow-mo here for you folks. That 17 car moving up as the 13 moving down as well. I think 17 actually held his lane. Travis Farmer coming down a little bit more. Getting shot. Contact. Pushing that car to the outside. Up and over. Onto the lid. Scraping on that roof. Up and over. Landing back on the roof again. Over and over. Wow. Travis Farmer, that number 13, going for one incredible ride. That number 15, Rob Willoy, also going in the spin cycle there. I don't know what else to call that, I guess. Spin cycle is most appropriate. Travis Farmer with a real long slide on that lid of his. Wow. Very interesting, folks. About to go jump back here. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. I will be right back.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Hello, Greg Tilson up in the booth for Fearless Broadcasting. Welcome back to the Inspired Racing League here for the Platinum Truck Series Season 2 preseason Round 1 at Talladega Super Speedway. Things are heating up. Pace lights still on the pace car, on the pace truck. Sorry guys, I had to use the restroom real quick. Had to break to that ad break. It's going to be the last one here tonight. Going full screen racing the rest of the night. No more ads. Not until I gotta call up my drivers. I promise. And see these trucks begin to double file up here. I do believe it will be a green-white checkered here. Bring up our little race track, our 100 laps of 102. Yes, we have reached that 100 lap scheduled distance here under caution. So we're going to go green-white checkered here for round 1 of the preseason Season 2 Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. Daniel Lehman, Peyton Boyle leading us off to this green flag. Super excited. I got to bring all this action here to you guys with the Inspired Racing League. Looking forward to a great Season 2. Had a great time ending Season 1 here with you guys. Super excited you guys are here live with me. If you're here watching the video again also, thank you so much for checking us out. Make sure you go like, share, and subscribe. Big thank you to all the partners and sponsors that make it happen here. Inspired Marketing LLC and Raging Idiot Racing Network for Inspired Racing League, and Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. Thank you to all of them for making it happen here. About to go back green flag racing here. That pace truck about to peel down pit road for, I believe, the last time. Don't know how many attempts we get at that green-white checkered, but green-white checkered about to happen. Round 1, preseason, Season 2, Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. Daniel Lehman, Peyton Boyle leading us to this restart zone, taking us back to that green flag after our 11th caution. Green flag back out here at the Inspired Racing League Talladega preseason Season 2 round 1. We see that 81 side by side, 48 around, collecting that 81, no caution. Leaders still on that loud pedal. Group of 4 cars there, 2 to go. No caution coming out. The battle for the lead down to these 4 cars. Daniel Lehman, Peyton Boyle, Thomas Hernandez, and Josh Henderson, Eli Fisher in that 16, number 45, catching up now, still wanting to be in the battle here. That number 17, Josh Henderson. Maybe they'll get a run here that last lap, a little bit back behind. Maybe they'll get a run with that air. See what happens. 2 groups of 1. Let's see. Last lap, final lap, preseason round 1 here. Talladega, white flag in the air for the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series, side by side going into that last lap for this race win. Daniel Lehman, Thomas Hernandez, Peyton Boyle, and Josh Henderson side by side. 2 draft packs. Who's gonna make it happen? Eli Fisher still not out of it back there, all by himself on that top side, giving a big bump to that 17 as he dives to the bottom. What is gonna happen here, folks? Off of turn 4 for the last time. That number 10, Daniel Lehman, out of turn 4. That 3 glued to his bumper, Peyton Boyle, as they fan out coming to the stripe. That number 10 looks to be in charge. Daniel Lehman taking it home. Preseason race number 1, Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. That number 10 Chevy Silverado, Legacy Chevy, here on the iRacing platform, taking home the win here at Talladega. Man, what a race. What a race by all the drivers. Peyton Boyle, that number 3, bringing it home second. Absolutely pushing Daniel Lehman to that victory. Josh Henderson coming home in that P3 position. Elijah Fisher with that push to 4th. Thomas Hernandez rounding out our top 5. Rob Willoy, Chris C., Bobby Hulliman, Pacey Widgeon, Travis Farmer, Matt Sidars, Joseph Maddox, Trent Green, Jason Williams, George C., Bobby Hadaway, Levi Ramsey, Jackson Hadaway, David Moronsky, John Manning, Derek Weston, Chase Glover, Hayden Williams, Ethan Farless, Sean Hamilton, Scott Corbett, and Aaron Stanton. Thank you guys all for showing up here tonight. Thank you to all those drivers. I'm going to pop up our race results here tonight. Daniel Lehman coming home with that race victory here tonight. Peyton Boyle coming home second. Josh Henderson, our podium finish here for the preseason round one at Talladega. Let's take a look at some of these results. 102 laps was our race distance, getting that green-white checkered there at the end. 24 green flag lead changes. What a number. 24 lead changes. Quite a few of these drivers getting up front. 14 different drivers getting that lead. 11 cautions here tonight. Not too bad. Gave me a little bit of a chance to stretch, play some ads, get a drink in there. Not terrible. 33 laps in total. That pole position, David Moransky started off on top, unable to come home on top. Jackson Hadaway with our fastest lap here tonight with a 50.650. Great job by Jackson there. And the most laps led here tonight, our winner, Daniel Lehman, leading 39 laps. Very impressive there, buddy. Our biggest mover, hardest charger, Peyton Boyle, finishing in that second spot, up 20 positions in that number 3 truck. What a great night for him tonight. We're going to run one more quick commercial break. I'm going to get those podium drivers up here in the booth. And then we're going to get some driver interviews. We are going to be right back. Take a look at these side-by-side ads and a look at around the racetrack here. Be right back with the driver interviews.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
And we are back up at Victory Lane now here with that number 10, Daniel Lehman. Daniel coming home P1 here tonight. Give me a little point of view of your race here tonight.
I mean, at the beginning, I wasn't super hopeful. I had a couple little bits of damage and getting stuck in the back, but came back to it. Last 50 laps, man, we were running it hard, me and Peyton. Like, I could not run Elijah any harder, and he was the standout guy in that group. The 77 was fast too, and I was surprised he didn't try to break out with us in the last 3. But man, it was quite the race there. Those long green flag runs were awesome.
It was what a show you boys were putting on there tonight. Side by side, 3 wide, 4 wide here at Talladega. All possible, all done here tonight. A great race, a lot of drivers. Unfortunately, getting put to that hauler there tonight. How was your experience there with a few of those cautions? You get too badly damaged there tonight, Daniel?
One point I had like 50 seconds of damage, and then there was a wreck about midpoint where I thought I was going to be just out of the race, but I think the driver that spun net coated, and I got really lucky. But I barely took tires. I still had 2 sets at the end of the race. Just took fuel at like lap 60, and that was it.
Good strategy call in there by you, Daniel. Let me know a little bit about how it feels to win this Season 2 preseason opener. Definitely putting some confidence in your back pocket. Give me a little bit of the plan for preseason for the rest of these races here for you.
I mean, I'm just looking to enjoy it, learning a little bit I'm pretty new to the series, and just enjoying it. I know we have some short tracks coming up, which have always been questionable for me. And in Thunder last week, I did pretty well at Richmond, which was good. But we'll see how it rolls. I mean, I'm just trying things out and seeing what's what. I like the C-Fix truck, so I'm excited to get back to that. So, I mean, I'm excited.
All right, my next question, got one more for you before we get you out of here. What did you think about these legacy trucks? I definitely like how we changed it up a little bit, do something a little bit different for this preseason season opener. How are these trucks here for you tonight?
I mean, the legacy truck is really interesting. I like how offset the bumpers are, so you can't give the hard slams the new trucks give. It makes it very interesting because you have to think a lot more about how much energy you're imparting into the group in front of you. Like if you watch a lot of my runs early on, I wasn't even trying to make contact. I was almost with brake drag making a bubble, because even I got ejected somewhere like lap 40, lap 50, where there was just a run behind me that carried through, and I just got spit out the side towards the apron halfway down the backstretch and just saved it. Because with these, if you take anything more than like a 3-mile-an-hour hit, you're going left or right. Whatever direction you don't choose is the way you're going to go.
Yeah, unfortunately, noticed up here in the booth, definitely you give a too hard of a bump, that rear end is getting lifted off. I talked about it here on the broadcast. These cars, these legacy trucks, definitely have a wedge nose and just get right up under that bed of the truck you're trying to give a bump draft, and it just turns them, man.
I mean, and the interesting thing too is, unlike everything else, you can move people. Somewhere in the last 10 laps, I moved somebody just because it was me and Peyton and we wanted to run together. He came down in front of me, and I didn't I didn't hit him hard, but I didn't take as much energy as I would normally do if I wanted to stay in a pack. And I hit him just a little left to center, and it sent him up a lane, and it cleared him out.
Very interesting.
It takes some thought, and it's really interesting compared to the modern stuff, which is all level, and they want that in the real series, but this, it makes it really, really interesting.
Well, putting on an absolute great show out here tonight, Daniel. Coming home with that P1. Who do you got to thank to get you here tonight, buddy?
Oh, man, I got to thank Peyton. Peyton, my team owner, we got a good team going on with the 5 of us, and man, Peyton was with me through and through the whole way. He could have definitely swapped it out under team orders, but man, he made it happen. I thank him quite a bit.
Absolutely great there, Daniel. I do got to say, we had a little interesting observation under the one caution. You drive the Crystal Pepsi car, And Peyton has the mellow yellow car. It looks like the Soda Pops came home 1 and 2.
Ain't that the truth? And normally I'm sponsored by Baja Blast, my friend.
Hey, well, you'll take Crystal Pepsi to the victory lane. Enjoy that celebration there tonight, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Have a great one, Greg.
Have a great one, buddy. Look forward to seeing you for the rest of the season.
Oh man, you'll be seeing me, that's for sure.
Ha ha ha! Great job. Grab Peyton here. All right, that driver of that number 3 truck, Peyton Boyle. You got me, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, pal. Bringing that number 3 home in that P2 position. Great run there for you tonight, buddy. Absolutely pushed that number 10 of Daniel Lehman to that victory. Didn't leave his side, just stayed right there, tucked in his rear bumper. Give me a little rundown of your race here tonight.
Well, I didn't qualify for this. I ended up, starting in the back, kind of rode my way through all the big stuff. I got a few little clips of the wreck avoidance. One of them, the car right behind me got taken out, and I managed to squeeze my truck right through it. But yeah, no, it was just kind of surviving, and then once enough trucks got taken out, which was unfortunate, but happened, ended up moving way up to the front, getting right behind Daniel, and for the last 50 laps, I was pushing him up to the front, and I had no thoughts about leaving him out to dry. It was going to be him or me winning it, and he was leading when the checker flag came out, so...
Yeah, could definitely tell you pushed him to that win. Definitely a good teammate move there. Definitely props for that one. A lot of cautions here tonight. Typical for the plate track style racing we got here. I'm a little curious. Do you think it was the legacy trucks? A lot of these guys not used to the legacy trucks, used to the regular trucks. What do you think attributed to that one? Just the plate racing. What do you think?
I think people just struggle a little bit with super speedway racing. Lap 5, I think it was, we were 3 wide already. It's a little bit too early for that, in my opinion, in any car, truck, combo, whatever, But I think definitely legacy truck is a little bit harder to push in, and I think that may have played a little bit of a role, but it's at the end of the day, you just got to be gentle. You can't, slam into the back of someone and most of the cars on here and expect them to, stay straight. So if you're gentle, patient, you're, basically, I call it being kind to the guy in front of me. You're not gonna.
As we talked here today, these legacy trucks even worse with the wedge nose and just turn that truck in front of them. It's just no good. Who do you got to thank here tonight, Payne?
I definitely got to thank my teammates, Daniel and David. David ended up crashing out a little bit earlier in the race, getting some damage, and then he never quite recovered. And then he ended up getting a black flag, and he just pulled it into the garage. But definitely all my teammates at Global for cheering us on, and then Daniel for the the great run to the finish. It was awesome. And then I'd like to thank all you guys for tuning in, and then also the league owners and admins for hosting the race.
Absolutely great seeing you here tonight, Peyton. Absolutely amazing finish here, that P2 position. Great talking to you after the race. Look forward to seeing you the rest of the season, buddy.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, we're going to try to grab Josh Henderson. Is he... hold on. See if I can find him.
Yep.
Whoops. Did I just, whoops. I jumped in the wrong chat. Can't find Josh. I do see in the interviews, we got Fearless in here. Ethan Farless. Let's pull him up real quick. Hey, Ethan, you got a copy on me, buddy? I jumped in the wrong chat. Can't find Josh. Nope, not a copy on me. That's okay. Well, that was Talladega preseason race number 1 here for the Inspired Racing League. I hope you all had a great time with us here tonight. Big thank you to Inspired Racing League for having us here. Big thank you to Fearless Broadcasting for having me up in the booth. Want to give a big thank you to the partners and sponsors that make this all happen. Thank you to Inspired Marketing LLC and Raging Idiot Racing Network for sponsoring and partnering with Inspired Racing League. I want to give a big thank you to Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, and Fearless Setup Shop. Thank you to Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, and Push the Edge. That was the Platinum Truck Series here with the Inspired Racing League Season 2 season opener here for Season 2 preseason. As we see Daniel Lehman coming home in that top spot. What a run he had tonight, folks. Absolutely great. Big shout out to all the drivers who came out tonight. Everybody who stopped by chat. Emma, Teresa, Garrett, Raging Idiot. Everybody who stopped by and said hi. Everybody who stopped by and checked out the race recap or video after the fact. Just want to thank you guys so much. We're going to see you back here next week. Coming up here tomorrow, I will be off, but Friday night we'll be back live with the FRC Cup, the Joe's Collectibles Cup Series. Look forward to that. I know we got some other races that are going to be happening all throughout the week. A lot of other broadcasters and leagues. Make sure you check all of them out. Make sure you check out our sponsors, partners, all of that good jazz. It has been a blast taking you through this preseason round 1 of Season 2 with the Inspired Racing League. This is Greg Tilson. Stay fast and stay fearless, friends.
Premier Racing.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop real quick, number 10 steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.